Hello, everyone. My name is BENV. I'm a musician as well as a fan of literature, movies, and TV shows. And today, I am reviewing Call of Cthulhu, or Tulu, or Cthulhu, or Thulu, however you want to say it. They don't actually exactly explain what it's even called, which is kind of cool. Call of Cthulhu is a story written in 1926 by author H.P. Lovecraft, and it is about accounts of a cult that worships an entity known as Cthulhu. It's the first H.P. Lovecraft book I've ever read, and I definitely will not forget reading it. It was a very good read. It has a very unique style of horror known as cosmic horror, which features things like giant enemies and entities that you have no control over. You cannot defeat them. They are unstoppable. It's like comparing you to the sun. Like there's no chance. It's just there and you can't do anything about it. And it's very depressing in that matter. And there are people that try to draw powers from these entities, and these entities are known as Old Ones, and it all kind of ties into the same semi-universe that H.P. Lovecraft wrote like almost 100 years ago now, which is awesome. The story is centered around a character known as Francis Thurston, who is looking through old documents that his dead uncle had of different accounts of this entity known as Cthulhu and the cult that follows it. And it's sad to say, every one of those stories ends in tragedy, where it's people losing their mind just at the sheer sight of this entity, people who follow whatever its religion is, and it's all very vague, who end up doing terrible atrocities in the name of it. And even those people don't get out unscathed. Some of them lose their mind as well, like the story of a tribe that followed the entity. Most of them were hanged, and the ones that weren't hanged were put into an insane asylum, because that's the only reason they were alive. That's the only reason they were spared, because they just were too off their rocker from the sheer sight of this entity. And what I love about it is it's all kept incredibly vague, and it really makes your mind wander. And I think it's what makes it scary. It does the opposite of what Stephen King does. Stephen King, his thing is the crazy amount of description that makes you flip the pages. With Call of Cthulhu, it's the opposite. It's like it makes you theorize in your own head, like, what is the most disturbing entity I can think of? What is something that is so scary that it would make me lose my mind at the sheer sight of it, And it's amazing. Like, so you can go on the internet and look up so many different pictures of Cthulhu. Very few of them actually look like what H.P. Lovecraft probably was going for, if he even had an idea, an exact creation of it, which I think, I have a feeling he didn't, and I think that's kind of cool too. So the entity of Cthulhu, as it's described in the novel, is this giant, scaly, like, humanoid dragon octopus, literally, where it has at least 2 eyes, it could have more, and it's the head of an octopus, but like the possible beard, or the head of an octopus head, except instead of it having like a hairy beard, the beard is like the Davy Jones beard from Dead Man's Chest, so that's awesome, and it's supposed to be this giant, scaly beast of a creature, but also has dragon wings, because why the fuck not? And it lives at the bottom of the ocean. It lives in a land known as Relia, or I guess that's how it's pronounced. That's the thing with the story. It never actually clearly says what it's pronounced as, so you don't even get that, and it's locked in there. And one of these stories is about a ship crew who accidentally opens the seal, and so they have to deal with it, and the ones who survive are scarred for life, And what I think is really creepy about this book it is just the sheer feeling of dread. But also it's kind of depressing, in the sense of, there's nothing gained, there's no good ending, anything like that. It's just all accounts. Like, it's trying to make it seem like this creature's real, which is also pretty cool. And the ending I find really freaky. Whenever this character is done reading all these manuscripts, he realizes, whoa, this thing is real, and there's a group of people out there that are violently involved with it, and if they know that I have this shit, then they know that I know about it, and that means they're going to deal with me. So now he's scared shitless. So the last, chapter is him just talking about, oh my god, I'm scared, I'm worried, I shouldn't have done this, and now I can't live with the fact knowing that I know this shit. So it kind of leaves it up in the air as to what could happen, of that you can kind of, it's very very cool in the fact of you can pretty much put your own idea into whatever is going on in the story. And I'm going to read more of these books and see what I come up with next. I plan on reading Dagon next because that looks really good. And then I'm probably going to read Dunwich Horror after that. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the Call of Cthulhu book. If you guys would like to see more of this, just leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, by the way, before I get off, if you guys want to listen to any of my music, you can check out my main channel. I'm also on 35 other streaming services. Just look up capitalized BENV on anything, and you should find me. I'm a rapper, a guitarist, I sing, I do it all. So also check out my main channel where the music is the focus of that channel, where you can find me playing guitar, all kinds of shit, anything like that. So yeah, if you want, check that out.